Today,
Yeah, live
from
Eagles
Ford
Week 4,
Field in
game number
Detroit,
6 of the 2021 NFL season.
it's a special
It
Halloween
is
presentation of the
between
NFL on
the New
EA
Orleans
Sports.
Saints going up against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field in Detroit. We're going to let this go and see how after we go.
We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New Orleans Saints. To get this party started, the NFC's Pro Bowl kicker a year ago, Will Lutz. And we are underway from Ford Field. It's a pretty good return here to get this up to the 29. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before back injury landed on the IR for just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Stafford on first down. A quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And the perfect defense in this situation would have meant there was an incompletion when he picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down. Incomplete. Terry Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It was sacked to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
It was up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. In fact, they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
Not exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied him to another division title and got him into the playoffs, and late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he dropped through the throw. But he was hit as he threw it there. It forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jericho. Field across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. That's a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Brings up 6.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And it's incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jamal Agnew was deep to return it.
Go.
And it's hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play action will throw to start the drive. Catching it inside. He will throw. He taken down before he reaches the 38. A big play there for Detroit. 32 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 are 18 yards per catch. He has the length and movement to nose for the football. pressure when they put the ball in the air, and he goes up and gets it.
4 yards to pick up first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Stafford. They'll get this one to Galladay. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into an either incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the less completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 18-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up. That's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. It's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Man, that's the mouth of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. He's going to take it in for a line touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call is bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And down the middle, across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans Saints, winners in 2 straight. They get the victory over the visiting LA Chargers Monday night in Week 5, and they needed that one, moving to 3-2 now on the year. Now, coming up, Week 6, their open week, and then they'll be home for Carolina, then at Chicago and at Tampa Bay. And hopefully they'll have their all-pro Michael Thomas back in time for those contests, because certainly they have missed him out wide. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Kamara. They'll get about 40 here as he's out to the 30.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Breeze with the handoff to
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. And when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
the Saints.
Good catch up by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Breeze. Ball complete to Cook. And he gets his inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Saints.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the ball. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play.
Edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
New Orleans.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do anyway. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He'll be pulled down as a penalty flag. Rain in as well. That was here the face mask. The yardage on the pass and half the distance to go.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 4 yards on a touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April, had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games, and that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
It's not getting good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Come on, dog!
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Stafford here. It's Quinton Cephas. It's across midfield, inside the 45. Getting it to him in space, pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they could try to hit bigger. And we'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that where anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Again, it's Stafford. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is no goal. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Breeze. That would sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now first and 10 at the 11. Breeze now to throw. And there he goes. A common save. Took too long to get away.
Criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Sanders has it over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 33-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the game's all-time leading passer, Drew Brees. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get it down inside the 30 to 27.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 31.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that'll help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 31, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take up to the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Every time Michael Thomas makes a catch, I can't help but marvel about the 2019 season. 149 catches, but how about the receiving yardage? 1,725 yards. I don't care what the game plan was on defense, Michael Thomas found a way to beat it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. He'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. The kill here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So when you think play action right here, because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Breeze. And taken down at the 21. That couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And overall, he's a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Lions 7.
But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you kept both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in courts, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, step bottom line on 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And bringing it out to the 25 is Agnew, elects for the touchback. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have. A nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and you're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come on now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Being a 5, good enough for the first down.
The funny part of it, from here, how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he's the number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
2nd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Stafford. His throw is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. Looking outside, he's got a man. That's Peterson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Peterson. He's not going to get there. We even lost him. And Adrian Peterson is good as they come. But here he can't get the first. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call, but how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Now, hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're on the bench right now feeling great.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Breeze. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Breeze going to throw. Fortunately, the Saints weren't able to hold on to his title. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but watch and clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And third and long, it's Breeze. It's got his man in strike, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Lutz is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
16. Lions 7.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you got to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Following the made field goal, wants to kick it away. Now we take it about a yard deep. And this return will not positive as he gets past the 25 up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 9. A minute 53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Stafford now throw. Catch is made by Hines in the tight end. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. Now it's Stafford. It's a veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Maybe brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face match. Down here in the third, that personal foul penalty is not going to happen.
No, these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they'll run. Miller. And they'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes that crossover into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one's caught. He goes by a couple. So they're able to throw in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an interception, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And going out to the 25 is Agnew. That's for the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. It's like, I said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And it's on here to pick up a 8. Needs only 2 to go on 2nd down. It's going to be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 33-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quinton Cephas, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, it Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
They have the Celtic winners 24-7 over the Lions. And this week, and I'll be back Monday for another live stream. It's going to be, because I'm off Monday, so it's going to be a lot of live streaming. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Monday. Have a great day tonight, and happy Halloween.